So two of the most common questions we hear when someone phones our office is, what do I get to keep and what am I going to lose? In Alberta, you are entitled to keep a vehicle with equity of $5,000. Equity means the difference between the value of your car and how much money you owe on it. When you owe money on the vehicle, of course, you've got to maintain your payments to keep the car. But it's $5,000 equity or a $5,000 vehicle. What about my house? I'm going to lose my house. In Alberta, you don't lose your house. You're entitled to keep $40,000 worth of equity in your home. So if you want to find out if your house is safe or your vehicle is safe, feel free to call Fox Miles & Associates and we will be able to let you know. So no, bankruptcy or a consumer proposal does not clear all debts. Section 178 underneath the Bankruptcy and Insolvency Act states that certain debts survive: child support, spousal support, court fines. Any debt that has arisen from misappropriation, misrepresentation, fraud, embezzlement, any kind of criminal activity. So those debts survive. That means they'll be waiting for you when you get out of bankruptcy. A credit rating is normally a number that's based on cash flow, collateral, and character. When you go bankrupt, it's your character that takes a hit. So a good credit score is an R1 when you're paying within 30 days, R2, 60 days, R3, 90 days. 90 days is quite a standard in the finance world. At 90 days, you're in trouble. And so once you're past an R3 credit rating, it's very hard to obtain credit. Most of the chartered banks won't deal with you. So now you're looking at higher risk creditors and accordingly higher interest rates. So an R9, which is bankruptcy, is quite a ways from an R3. So you're going to have to rebuild your credit rating. That R9 will be on your credit rating for 6 years. Bankruptcy and a Division 2 proposal are public processes. They are recorded with the superintendent of bankruptcy. After 6 years, the bankruptcy may not show up on a simple credit check, but it will definitely show up on a historical one, and it never goes away. The bankruptcy, you can get a search done at the superintendent of bankruptcy office. It does cost money, but your bankruptcies or consumer proposals will be recorded there. Bankruptcy doesn't have to have any impact on your spouse. However, under Section 68 of the Bankruptcy and Insolvency Act, when you're filing your monthly statements, the standard by the superintendent of bankruptcy is really set for family size. So if your spouse refuses to provide the financial information, then you're only entitled to half the standard. So your bankruptcy is going to cost you a lot more money and it's going to be extended by the 12 months. If she co-signed a loan, she now has a loan that she needs to pay and she may not qualify for that loan on her own, which may cause the loss of a vehicle. It may cause her to get the collection calls because she can't make the payments. So that's how it affects the spouse, not so much the bankruptcy itself, it's more if she co-signs.